Good morning. Hi, good morning. Hello, I'll be right out. I walked up the hill to put out food for the feral cat. Hey, Tux, you come back to the house with me so you guys don't get in an argument, okay? It's already over 50 and it's sunny and it's gorgeous, and this was the day we needed yesterday. Hey, buddy. Hey, Panther, how are you? Oh, it is such a nice day out there today in comparison to yesterday, although it is breezy. Yeah, I was noticing that there is a good bit of wind out there, but it's nice. It really is. I've been in the house getting caught up. You know, it's Sunday. You gotta stop having fun and adult a little bit. So a couple of chores, a little bit of catch up on my workflow for videos and blogging and social media stuff. And yeah, I'll be going out a little later for an EX raid, Pokemon Go raid at Starbucks. And then Johnny and I are meeting up with our friend Kelly and her husband Rob and another Pokemon Go player for lunch at the Italian restaurant in Fuquay. We decided not to do the Super Bowl party at Kelly's house. And we're just going to go out and have, did I say lunch? I meant dinner. We're going to have dinner with them at the Italian restaurant. And that should be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it. So not a lot of driving today, but a little. Don and Kyle are already at Fully Charged Live this morning, and they're having fun. I have to laugh if somebody says charging takes a long time. Not while I'm sleeping, and certainly not to plug and unplug. Well, I have to say, considering all the puddles we crossed through yesterday and everything else, that Ruby is still looking plenty good. But I thought I would pretend to be Dawn, and I would just do a little, very light California duster like he would do if he were home. So see, Donnie, I'm taking care of our girl for us. I can be resourceful when I need to. Sure do like it when you take care of it for me, though. Well, that was easy. Now, you know, of course, I just barely let this thing touch Ruby. Don has showed me before the proper technique. It certainly works out really nice on the bottom black fascia where the dust really shows up. Yep, that sure sounds like guns to me in a residential area. Gotta love it. Not. I wanted to give a big thanks to everyone that commented on how to adjust the back hatch. Really appreciate that. That's what the Tesla family's here for, right? To help each other out. I try to know everything about the car, but apparently after, you know, over 70,000 miles and 2.5 years worth of videos, I can still learn something new. So also it came up about venting or opening the windows, and I found out that I do have in the app under controls, I do have the option to vent. However, when I click on vent, it tells me to be careful about doing that because I will not be able to roll them back up. So I am going to demo that. I just clicked on vent. Are you sure you will not be able to close your windows remotely? I'm clicking yes, and I am watching the windows vent. And so both of the windows on this side, and let's just double check. Yep, both of the windows on this side, they did vent just a little bit. So, you know, if it was super hot and your car was in a safe location, you probably could do that to let a little bit of the heat out. But all I have still on the app is vent. And when I click it again, it says, "Are you sure?" And then it just comes back to the same thing, and it did not let them down additionally. So I can open them, but I cannot close them. And that, of course, was not there originally when we got Ruby with the app. There have been so many additional commands added as to what you can do. And then for some reason, Model 3 people can close the windows apparently, and this Model X owner cannot. So is it an MCU1 thing? Is it a Model S and X thing. I don't know. Yeah, now someone is out there with a loud motorcycle. I just can't win for recording in a quiet location, and I really don't want to hear that at my house. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's an MCU 1 versus MCU 2 thing, but it seems to me if you can issue API commands to vent the windows down, you can issue an API command to raise the windows back up. So I don't, as a computer programmer, understand the limitation. If somebody knows what it is, please do share. Let's see how the trunk's behaving today. I would say that's plenty high. So it appears to be opening where I adjusted it to yesterday. Yay! So there is a special event going on today to evolve some sort of a mouse. What's it called? Let's see. It is called like Minoko or something like that. Anyway, I am trying to do that while I'm out here today. I guess I get to catch him. Minxino. Anyway, you got to get research tasks to get the mouse. I did get Regigas, the Pokemon here for the EX raid, and I'm deciding I'm just going to live it up because I saw that Don and Kyle went through the Starbucks drive-thru this morning and I just can't take it not going through today. I'm having too much fun catching the little mouse on 4 accounts. I don't think I'm going to make it over to Guardian Angel. I'm just driving around enjoying the day, watching other people out in the wind. I swear it's 20-mile-per-hour wind with higher gusts out there today, so it looks really pretty. Maybe it was good we had the meetup yesterday, because the only thing I like less than damp chill is strong wind, sun or not. Ruby says it's 59 out there. I'm sure it's going to drop a little bit here with the sun setting. Thankfully, as the sun goes down, the wind is dropping off a little bit, because it sure was blowing out there today. I got a lot of Minxino and 5 shinies on Johnny's account, but not as many candies and not as many shinies as I wanted, but it was fun. And I've been home just long enough to collect Johnny, and we're now headed to meet our friends at the Italian restaurant. I have chicken parmesan, and you got like, what did he get, Kelly? Gnocchi? Yeah, gnocchi. The servings are large, huge.
I would put the lava cake on top of the ice
Johnny
cream
is
to make
having,
it look like
thank you, Jamie. Johnny is having a very lucky night with a lava cake. He must have been a really good kid, huh? So I thought we would try some in here at the restaurant. Come on, Ruby. It always fails the first time. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do that for other people. It just does it for me. Come on, Ruby. This should be easy peasy. Honey, I was thinking more straight out of the parking lot and come around the other way, but okay. You did good. You're gonna stop there. She's pausing to look at the intersection. She gives me little messages. I have this thing about where are you gonna go, sweetheart? I'll consider that a success. I think they need to do a little bit more thinking about where the car stops for the people waiting to get in, and which it depends on, like if I had gone over here and she would have come around, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't have that much smarts yet, but I've got Ruby plugged in and she'll start charging at 8:30 p.m. I can tell Don and Kyle have had another great day at Fully Charged Live in Austin, which concludes the event. It was a 2-day event over the course of the weekend. Today they started off their day, Don says, coffee up, and Kyle is a frequent Starbucks drive-through person, but not so much for Dawn. But after yesterday's headache, he helped Dawn start off the day just right. I wish it would default to noise.
Grande black coffee dark roast.
That's right. It's not called a black coffee.
Oh, it's not called a black coffee.
It's a grande dark roast.
The grande dark roast.
Right, and I get a Trenta strawberry acai.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is Starbucks high class coffee.
Okay. All right. But this damn car in front of us doesn't move. I'm trying to go up there. Why am I coughing? So Kyle.
Too funny. I sent the guys a message and said I would take a grande size mocha frappuccino with one shot and no whipped cream. That's my order. And later, as you saw later on in the day, I had to go and get that. So after we got on some coffee, they headed back over to the event, and looks like some of the attendees definitely had some last mile transportation. Here we've got some electric scooters. And when in Texas, you got to have a Longhorn, right? I mean, you got to. It's just what you got to have. So Don here's got some swag. It's a fully charged live America bag, and he's standing in front of, I think, what's his favorite electric vehicle at the event, the Rivian SUV. So way cool. And you can see he's got on his plaid Tesla shirt today. Got to wear the right clothes to the event, you understand. Fully charged live, North American, Robert Llewellyn. I did see on Twitter that he was just really tore up about having to leave due to a health issue. So I feel for him, and we all wish him well soon and back doing what he does. He was obviously pained that he had to leave early, and I feel for him. Don said that the EV1 station was powered by this Ego Nexus power station. Let's hear what he said.
So great minds think alike. They got one of my Ego inverters. So great minds think.
He said that powered the EV1 display. So way cool. I spotted that, knew what that was right away because we got one in our garage.
So there's the Taycan. Nobody's around it right now, so I'm going to get a good look at it. I'm impressed. It's a pretty car. I love the blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has kind of a tan interior. So there's the Taycan.
Well, apparently Don got lucky because a few minutes after that, there's a picture of him inside the Taycan. I assume Kyle took this, and way cool. So I'm really glad that he got a chance to sit in it. Yesterday, it was just, too crowded for that to happen. So super cool. I told Don, I said, you got to find Zach and Jesse. And I am just delighted that he was able to catch up with them. And then on top of that, to get a picture. So super awesome. Way cool. This is Jehu Garcia. He builds EVs, and his YouTube channel says he's working on cool Powerwall projects now. Here's Chelsea Sexton. Don did get to meet her. He did get a picture with her. I think this is fabulous. And there were a couple pictures duplicated here by accident, probably due to mobile upload issues. Don is sitting in the FUV here. I know him and Kyle actually got to drive it because there's a picture that Kyle took of Don doing the driving and him in the back seat. So that's pretty cool. And here's Don with Nikki from Transport Evolve. That's awesome. Way to go, Nikki. Make Don look good there. And Andy Sly also. So Don did, he said when it thinned out a little bit later in the day, he was able to meet up and get some pictures with some of the other people that were there. So that is super cool, and I'm thrilled that he had that opportunity. Now I put in this picture from the racetrack, and that's a bunch of stairs, and I'm really trying to understand exactly what that is, but it's cool. Like, wow. So the guys had decided that they were going to, spend the night in town, and they went to Buffalo Bills Wild Wings to watch the Chiefs and the 49ers. And Don did take a couple of pictures downtown Austin on their way over there. Let me make them big again. I didn't mean to go back to small. When you go between steps, you can't keep on going. You kind of got to go out and pick into the next section. I thought that is pretty impressive. So a beer after a long day, some wings, nachos. It's the typical Super Bowl food. So I think the guys were having a pretty good time over there tonight.